this second installment of Wicked Grooves with DW. For this installment and the other installments that I post after this one, I had a really good buddy of mine suggest some great tips in improving the overall conciseness of these videos. So, this weekly groove is really fun because all of my favorite grooves are grooves that you can play in one genre in one way, and then you can use the very same groove and play it in a very different genre another way, but still using that main groove, right? So we're gonna split up the drum kit, we're gonna isolate everything, and when I approach a groove, I like to start with kind of the simplest common denominator. So a kick drum, we're gonna have just straight quarter note pulse on our hi-hat. So we got one and 4. So there you go. That is our, I'll slow it down. So that's what our kick drum is. And then our snare drum is a little bit more complex, but it's still, this groove is in the kind of 2 and 4 backbeat family, I would say, because it's a 2-bar pattern. So the second bar is a little less complex than the first bar. The first bar has some more syncopation. So just the snare drum. 1 E. I'll count that. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. So that second line again. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and. So second line is 2 and 4. You can play this groove straight. You can play this groove swung. I think this groove feels best when it is swung, but it's just my how I dig it. Okay, hi-hats. The hi-hats are the most complex layer because we have something really cool. We're opening the hi-hat on the the end of 2, and we're also opening the hi-hat on the end of 1 in the second bar. And also, this is optional, but I like to open the hi-hat on the end of 4, also that second measure. So what we're gonna do is take slow quarter note pulse on the kick. Here we go. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That again. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3. Now let's add in our opens. So we're gonna open on 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That again. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Quick helpful tip. When you are playing grooves that have 16th notes in them, especially a little bit later in your drumming, wording, and approaching more, again, syncopated styles. When you deal with 16th note rests, it's a really good idea to just go ahead and count. You can count separates like 1 E and then like 1 E and 2. You can do that, but it's honestly easier to just count 1 E and the 2 and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E. know your 8th notes and your 16th notes. Alright, so the whole groove all together, played slowly, sounds like this. And again, there is that on the and of on 4 and the and, that 16th note partial. It is the snare drum is twice there, so it's 1 E and 2 and 3. I'm gonna play it without that half open. 1 E and 2 comfortable with this groove as written, you can add subtle variations like just playing 2 and 4 on the first bar. Take that up to tempo. I don't recommend this groove being played really faster than 100 beats per minute, but we'll do it. We'll do like 110 or so, approximately. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can use this groove at more of an up tempo, and this is especially when swung 20 and the 2 and 3 16th actually 20 and 16 20 and when handy by putting this into more of a funk or like neo soul kind of genre. So we took you can take your, if you have a big fat snare drum, you can take it off, or if you don't have a big fat snare drum, just that's. Anyway, let's play the groove. All right. I will change the orchestration from the hi-hat to the ride cymbal, and for fun, when normally I would open the hi-hat, I'm gonna play on the bell for those parts. So kind of a little funky ride bell. And I'm also gonna do a couple variations. By the way, thank you so much for viewing this, and happy drumming!